Good afternoon. We are reconvening at 140 at DCI. Sir, give us your name and your VOC number, please.
My name is Claude Washington, 343049.
All right, Mr. Washington. My name is Pearl Wise. To my left is Mr. Roche. To my right is Mr. Freeman. We comprise your panel this afternoon. Let me explain the process. We're going to read some information into the record, and then we're going to conduct an interview with you, starting with Mr. Freeman, because he's beside your case. After we finish our interview, we do have you have some opposition here today in the form of the victim's daughter, and they'll be speaking after we finish our interview, and the warden will share with us what he wants us to know. And after we finish with all the questions and answering, I'm going to give you an opportunity to have the last say. Tell us whatever you want us to know, then we'll render our decision. Do you understand the process?
Yes, ma'am. At some point you're breaking up, so
Just kind of wave your hand when you can't hear us. Kind of wave your hand, and we'll take some stuff. Okay.
I'll guide you through that too.
okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me read the information into the record, and then Mr. Freeman will start interviewing you. Your name is Claude Ellis Washington Jr. and VOC number is 343049. You are first offender, and the offense is manslaughter, and you were sentenced to 40 years in the Department of Correction. Your parole eligibility date is at the discretion of the board. You have an adjusted good time date of February the 17th of 2026, and you have a full term date February the 25th of 2034. Does that sound about right, sir?
Well, with the exception of the part junior, that's not on my birth certificate, but I am, my dad have always called me his junior. We share different middle names.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're not Claude Ellis Jr., Ellis Washington.
Not on my birth certificate. But my dad have always referred to me as his junior. He didn't want me to share the reproach of his middle name.
Okay, got you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that correction. Mr. Freeman.
Okay, Mr. Washington, how old are you?
I'm 51, sir.
How long have you been in jail on this charge?
Well, I've been on this parole revocation since 2018.
Okay. What's your educational level?
Well, I've gotten a GED, sir. As far as education is concerned, I've gotten a diploma for or certificate for culinary arts. That's like a trade, but just educational concerns on the GED.
Okay. Mr. Washington, guilty of killing your wife, Shannon. What was going on? What led to this?
Well, I got married when I was 17 and she was 15. It was a situation where we was just boyfriend and girlfriend, and she got pregnant. Her mother told me that if I didn't marry her daughter, she was gonna abort our baby. So me and Shannon at the time, which was my girlfriend, we talked about it. We decided to get married. We got emancipated and got married at a young age. It's like I took her away from her life and her younghood. Things we tried to make the marriage work, it didn't work. There was a lot of infidelity that went on eventually on both our parts, and things really came to a bad ending when I did meet Miss Tanisha Hudson. Tanisha, when me and Tanisha got involved, my wife at the time, Shannon, became very displeased about that, and things just went in a very bad direction, and I made some bad decisions that caused things to end the way it did.
How did you kill her? I mean, did you shoot her, strangle her, beat her up? I mean, what?
Well, it was a gunshot, sir. Yeah.
So you were seeing Miss Tanisha while you were married?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The marriage I was in with Shannon, my first wife, it was, I thought it was understood that she didn't want me anymore, that she wanted to move on with her life, and she wanted me to move on with mine. So I met Tanisha, explained to Tanisha. I eventually wound up leaving Shannon and going to stay with Tanisha. At the time when Shannon found out that it was actually Tanisha, things just she became very displeased about that.
Um, did you marry Miss Tanisha?
Well, I eventually married her after I did 23 years of incarceration. Got out, I told her, I made a promise that I would marry her. I did. I got out on October 22nd of 2017. November the 20th of 2017, we was good and married.
Okay. And were you arrested while you were out for a fight with Miss Tanisha?
Yes, sir. I was arrested. I got her on pass to go to Dayton, Ohio, where she was at because um we was trying to get the interstate compact where I can go and live with her. Um, Things didn't work out, and um the incident happened between me and her. She ended up calling the police, and I've been incarcerated ever since.
Hey, did you also assault her stepson?
Yes, there was something. Yes, there was a physical altercation between me and him as well.
What did they do you for those charges? Did they give you any time or anything? Were you convicted?
Well, the charges were dismissed because Tanisha Tanisha Hudson, she got me a lawyer, um and the charges were dismissed. Um she didn't want to show up for court. The DA reached out to her and she never showed up. So the lawyer that Tanisha had wound up getting for me pushed to have the case dismissed, and the DA agreed to it, and that's how that happened.
Do you have any current relationship with her?
With Tanisha?
Yes.
No, sir, I don't have any dealings with her. The last time I called Tanisha, she told me that she was engaged, that she met the man of her dreams, and that she would like for me never to call her again. And I never reached out to her since.
How did that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel, I tell you what, I can't really say how at that particular time, because we were divorced, okay? It never was my intention to fail in that marriage with her. But when she told me that, all I could say is, well, if that's your heart's desire, I gotta honor your wishes, because the way she put it, she said she met the man of her dreams. So that let me know one thing, that was something sealed. So I just made it in my mind just to say, well, I just move on and don't reach out again.
You have some law enforcement opposition, your family, your father is unopposed. The victim in this matter is opposed, and we're gonna, the daughter, we're gonna hear from her. What is gonna be your transition plan? Where are you gonna live? Where are you gonna stay if you get out?
Well, I want to stay with my dad, and my dad have opened his home to me. I've just learned recently this morning that there's my aunt, she's a licensed minister, and she's a volunteer with a mission program. And my sister was revealing to me by email that she believed that that'd be a better option because it's financial, the financial stability, the program is have been workable and been proven to be a success for other persons just getting out of prison or re-entering back into society. So my sister was really asking me what I consider that.
Okay. How many children do you have total?
Well, I had 4, but my son, my youngest son, he was killed by suicide. So now I just have 2 daughters and 1 son.
Do you have any contact with any of your kids?
I've had contact with Monique, Nisha, my son by phone, but not like through visitation.
How often would you say y'all speak? Just
Well, that is not often, because I am embarrassed to have to call them from prison. That is a embarrassment to me. That's really on my part. I don't even request a visit.
you have 0 write-ups, your minimum risk aid. What about your classes? Have you completed any classes? I see where you were dismissed from a couple classes for excessive absences. So did you ever complete any classes?
Wait a minute, you say a couple of classes. Which class is that? Could you clarify? You said-
Time to take your age and nutrient parent.
Wait a
They,
minute. Cage and Rage, I have completed that class. That's in my own records that I completed. But you're saying that it's a dismiss? I'm not.
so you got 40 days credit, you got 30 days credit for nutrient parent. Did he complete those classes, Warden?
I'm looking at it right now and it looks like, well, I'm reading what you're reading, where Cage Your Rage, he was dropped due to absences in 2020. I'm reading the same thing you are. Cage Your Rage, when did you complete that?
From my understanding, I went through Cage and Rage,
Well,
but wow, that part there is new to me.
Okay, but still, you've only attempted to take 2 classes. Why have you not taken advantage of the classes that are ordered, such as, victim awareness and things of that nature?
Victim awareness have never been offered to me, sir. Any other class?
Looks like you tried to get in phase 1 and 2 of pre-release. That must be pending.
Well, I'm in on pre-release at this present moment.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. The completed computer session application, carpentry code. So you have a bunch of road tech, but you've never been a tutor. Okay. You have a good work history at the prison. What do you do over there?
Well, I work in the kitchen.
Job.
What you do? What's your job?
Oh, I work a kitchen worker.
How long have you been doing that?
Since I've been a trustee, 2019.
I have no further questions.
Thank you, lady. Warren, what you want us to know about Mr. Washington?
As usual, y'all touched on most of it. Mr. Freeman did a good job going through his thing. He has had no write-ups. He's been at DCI since 2019. He's had no write-ups. He is a trustee working in our kitchen on compound 3. And does a good job at his work over there. So, and that's pretty much it.
All right, thank you, Warren. All righty. At this time, we're going to hear from Ms. Monique Washington. We ask that you unmute and tell us what you want us to know. I suggest you pull it over if you keep driving. Yes, she will. Miss Monique, can you hear me? Yeah, please put over, I think you're putting over.
Hello, I'm not Monique. This is his other daughter, Claude Washington.
Okay, Carnisha.
Yes, Monique was trying to get on. I don't know if she's gonna, I'm sorry, Monique is actually texting me. She said Monique is still waiting to be let into the meeting. She's been on as long as I've been on and she can't get in.
All right, I think she's on there. She has to connect to audio. Tell her to connect to audio.
You have to connect to audio, Monique. I think she can hear me. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you, ma'am. You know, I didn't know.
And if she can call in right before I do, I'm 5 minutes from my destination. I can actually speak. If she can jump on.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay,
Okay, we can hear you. Give us your name, please, and your relationship to this case.
I'm Monique Washington. I'm Claude Washington's daughter, firstborn.
Yes, ma'am. Tell us what you want us to know.
I just want you guys to know that I love my dad, first of all, and I want my dad to get the help that he needs. I know that he has a lot of guilt. He needs to heal from that guilt. He needs to truly heal in order to go out into society and not make the same mistakes again. I am very hurt, but I have forgiven him, but I just want the best for him. And I don't want anyone else to get hurt or him to get hurt. And that's it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for participating today. What you said really matters. Really matters. Thank you. Y'all are some, he's blessed to have you to his daughter. Conditioner, if you want to speak, you can. Because she didn't take the whole 3 minutes. You will change.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I also want my dad to get the help that he needs.
You went to Ohio, got arrested, there's like half a year after that, and you're back again. And based upon a life of rehabilitative program, you've been in programs, anger management, parenting, and you were removed from those classes because of excessive absences. My vote is to deny what?
At this time, Mr. Watson, we have 2 votes to deny. I concur with my colleagues. My vote is to deny the poor supervision history of violence. And the revocation was the incident of violence. That's very concerning. So we encourage you to get the program. Best wishes to you, but the parole has been denied today. Again, I want to thank your beautiful daughters who participated. You have a wonderful daughter, smart and very intelligent young lady. It was a pleasure to meet you all today. So Warden, thank you so much for hosting us today. We appreciate it. That concludes our business.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all have a great day. Thank y'all.
We'll join at 2:01 p.m.
bye, Mr. Dixon.
Yeah, you called that.